Hello, friends, and welcome to the show. So, this Friday, I'm going to be putting out a couple episodes. This one is going to be real short. So, buckle up because people are jealous of the size of Ben Shapiro's wood. But before we get started, how about you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below. It helps with the algorithm. Let's get started. More than 100 business leaders joined call to discuss nonpartisan action against restrictive voting law proposals. So, this is providing a little bit of background as to why Ben Shapiro did what he did. Today, more than 100 top business leaders across industry joined a rapid response call to discuss critical information regarding voting law proposals and to explore nonpartisan actions business leaders could take to defend voting rights and our democracy. Keep in mind, nonpartisan actions. The meeting builds on growing chorus from business leaders to fight more than 350 voting laws being introduced in 47 states that are discriminatory and designed to limit Americans' ability to vote. That's subjective. Discriminatory is actually a subjective term. One person's discriminatory is another person's just. Keep that in mind. With 68% of business leaders now believing democracy is at risk, today's meeting signals the urgency with which corporate America is taking responsibility to protect the most fundamental pillar of our democracy. No, I don't think they believe democracy is at risk. I think they believe that progressivism is taking over our democracy and they want to side with progressivism, essentially creating a liberal fascist state, the lucrative merger between corporation and state. You saw what happened with Parler. As soon as AOC or Jayapal or any one of these people from the squad said, why is AWS doing business with Parler? Why is Apple allowing Parler to be on their App Store? Why is Google allowing them to be on their Play Store? Within 24 hours, Parler was nuked. Parler was digitally assassinated, and they have come back. And they're still struggling because as they were having this huge rise in popularity due to the techno-fascist state, they were basically taken out John Wilkes Booth style, and that's bananas. CEOs indicated readiness to act individually and collectively to shore up American democracy and ensure Americans have access to world-class voting systems. CEOs who participated in a live poll indicated they will reevaluate donations to candidates supporting bills that restrict voting rights. So they said they wanted to be nonpartisan by being partisan. That's bananas. Just remember, this doublespeak, we're being nonpartisan by only supporting one party, by only donating to one side of the aisle. That is inherently partisan. When I was going to college, they said smart business leaders, right? So if you get to the point where you're making sizable political contributions to, say, the district attorney of the city in which you live, they said donate to both district attorney candidates, especially if you live in a plus or minus 3% city, because you don't know, basically like if you live in a plus 3 Democrat city as opposed to like a plus 20 or plus 30, because if it's a tight race and you know that there's a chance that that Republican might get in, still donate to that Republican. Because if you need something from that DA, he's going to go, well, you donated $1 million to that other guy's campaign. You donated $0 to my campaign. Why should I feel obligated to help you out in this situation? That's just the way politics works, guys. Not saying it's right or wrong, but I am saying that's how the process works. If you're one of these corporations, they should be donating. Basically, they should be flooding the market with donations because they don't know who's going to win elections, except their finger in the wind is saying America is turning more and more radical, more and more left. From the Daily Beast. On Tuesday, this was from April 20th, on Tuesday, a coalition of black religious leaders representing more than 1,000 churches in Georgia called for a boycott of Home Depot, citing the home improvement giant's silence on the state's new voting law. We don't believe this is simply a political matter, said boycott leader Bishop Reginald T. Jackson. This is a matter that deals with securing the future of democracy. Other major employers in Georgia, including Coca-Cola and Delta Airlines, have spoken out against the law, which critics say amounts to voter suppression. Home Depot, in contrast, released a statement saying only that it believes elections should be accessible, fair, and secure. This move is a departure for Democrats and civil rights leaders in the state who have traditionally avoided boycotts as they say it hurts workers. From Byron, York, Georgia-based Home Depot stayed out of the voting law issued, just stayed out of it, focused on plywood, plumbing, and the like. Now they're facing a possible boycott. Home Depot's headquarters are in Georgia, and it is one of the largest employers in the state. But while other major Georgia corporations like Coca-Cola and Delta have spoken out against the state's new voting laws, Home Depot has not, offering only a statement this month that the most appropriate approach for us is to take is to continue to underscore our belief that all elections should be accessible, fair, and secure, which is the right take. Hey, our job is to not pick a side. Our job is just to say elections should be accessible, fair, and secure. We're not going to say that the Democrats' way is better or the Republicans' way are better. We're going to remain apolitical. Our job is to sell you the best plumbing equipment. I live down the road from a Lowe's, and I'd much rather travel an extra 5 to 10 miles to go to Home Depot. Not because of this, but because the customer service is a little better. I don't have to wait 10 or 15 minutes for somebody in the plumbing aisle to help me out to tell me which shark bite kit is going to work for what I need when I had a broken pipe in the ground due to this freeze a couple months ago. From Ben Shapiro, fine, only shopping at Home Depot from now on. Michael Knowles, Ben Shapiro bought a plank of wood, is nationally trending news. Ben Shapiro shares a video of himself purchasing a single plank of wood at Home Depot after a coalition of black faith leaders in Georgia called for a boycott of the company over its unwillingness to condemn the state's new voting law. Well, it's not their unwillingness to condemn, it's their inherently apolitical nature. If they don't wish to interject in politics. So here's the thing, folks. Whatever choice Home Depot makes literally alienates 50% of their client base. Michael Jordan said, Republicans are just as likely to buy my sneakers as Democrats. So why would I pee on half the market? Why will I alienate? Why will I pick a side when everybody should have access to buy my shoes? And knowing if I just remain apolitical, if I just focus on doing a good job at what I do, everybody will enjoy my services. Everybody will enjoy my products. I won't alienate people unless I am forced to alienate people. And that's the stand that Home Depot has taken. So Ben Shapiro, in response, has done this.
As you can see, I just went shopping at Home Depot. You should do the same. This wood, this board, this magnificent piece of poplar is now mine.
All right. So for anybody who's ever listened to an ad read by Ben Shapiro, he talks like this. He's like, this left his tears tumbler to drink those tears. Or however he says it, when he talks like that, he's being sarcastic. This is a troll. Ben Shapiro has said on multiple occasions, he has the least valuable skill set if the end of the world ever happened. If Teotihuacan were to occur, Ben Shapiro would be probably amongst the first to die, because unless he can talk a lion out of eating him, he will be eaten by that lion. There's no way around it. He even admits, he's like, hey, look, I am not a physical specimen. My brain is what's powerful, not my body. So I don't believe he bought that single piece of wood so he can wedge it between two studs and have a shelf in his pantry. He probably did it to A, troll the libs, to own the libs, and to B, support a business in which he agrees with. He believes that that business should stay out of politics, and he's supporting them for making that choice, because now the business who refused to take a side is now facing off with half the country. It doesn't really make sense. If you choose to stay out of a fight, it's not that you're supporting the side that the party in power doesn't like. It's you literally don't want to pick a side. This is getting bananas. The polarization needs to stop. The mainstream media is only driving a wedge in this country. Liberal progressives are merging or turning into fascists faster and faster. We need to stop with the division. So that's going to be it for now, folks. I'm going to be dropping a video here in a couple hours. Until then, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below. Have a good one. See you in a bit. Bye.